everyone, welcome back to my channel Biology Planet. So in our earlier videos we have discussed about tissue, what they are, right, and what is the difference between plant and animal tissue. Today in this video we are going to discuss about plant tissue. So see, as we have seen that there is difference between the plant and animal tissue, and plants are comparatively simpler than animals. That is why the tissues which are present in the plants, they are also simpler than animal tissues. And here the plant tissue can be divided into two types of tissues, that is meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. So mainly plant tissue can be divided into two categories, that is meristematic tissue and permanent tissues, right? In this video, firstly we will see the meristematic tissue. So this meristematic tissue, actually these are very simple type of tissue in which this term merist has been taken from a Greek word means divided. So I think now you are getting an idea that what we are actually going to discuss about. Means what actually meristematic tissues are meant for. इनका function क्या होगा, right? Because यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं merist means divided, means the cells for the group of cells which have ability to divide, right? So here we can write down certain points about meristematic tissue. That meristematic tissue is nothing else but a group of cells which have ability to divide, right? So meristematic tissue is a group of cells which have ability to divide, right? So means mostly the cells will be present in the meristematic tissue. They will be having the ability to divide, means they can divide and give rise to new cells, right? And another point which we can write down here, that actually meristematic tissue are found at certain regions, means only at the certain region of the plant growth can be seen. Mainly these meristematic tissues are responsible for growth of the plant. Mainly ये growth के लिए responsible होते हैं, and the growth can be seen only the certain regions of the plant, right? So these tissues will also be found at the certain regions of plant only. So like meristematic tissue means they will be found at certain regions of plant where growth can be seen. And these regions where the meristematic tissues are found are known as meristem. And these regions are known as meristem, right? So what we have seen, the first point, that is the meristematic tissue is a group of cells which have ability to divide. So mainly the meristematic tissues are responsible for growth of the plant, right? So here the cells which will be found in the meristematic tissue, they all will be having the ability to divide, and these cells will be found at the certain region of the plant where the division or the growth of the plant can be seen, right? So these type of regions where the meristematic tissues are found are known as meristem, right? And one more thing is there, that meristematic tissue, these are mainly responsible for primary and secondary growth of the plant. So they are responsible for primary and secondary growth. So mainly meristematic tissues are responsible for primary and secondary growth of the plant. So let's see actually how these are responsible for primary and secondary growth of the plant. See, suppose you have potted a plant, right? Suppose you have potted a plant, and after the duration of time, what you will see that the length of the plant increases, right? Plant की height बढ़ जाती है, the height of the plant increases. So after some time, you will see the height of the plant increases gradually after the duration of time. Here you can see that increase in height of the plant. So this increase in height of the plant is known as primary growth. Means जब भी प्लांट की हाइट में इंक्रीज होता है, लेंथ में इंक्रीज होता है, तो इस तरीके की जो ग्रोथ होती है, दिस टाइप ऑफ ग्रोथ इज नोन एज प्राइमरी ग्रोथ ऑफ द प्लांट. While in the same way, if this plant, suppose again you have potted a plant and later on it becomes a tree, right? So what we actually do, we just shift this plant, potted plant, to the ground level. Okay? So what actually will happen? This plant will convert into a large tree, right? Now this potted plant, after a long duration of time, it will be converted in the large tree. So here you can see when this potted plant is converted into large tree, then this tree will increase in height as well as there is increase in width also. You can see that there is increase in girth or width of plant. आप देखेंगे कि जैसे जैसे प्लांट बड़ा होता है, ट्री में कन्वर्ट होता है, तो यू विल सी दैट देयर विल बी इंक्रीज इन हाइट एज वेल एज देयर विल बी इंक्रीज इन गर्थ ऑफ द प्लांट और देयर विल बी इंक्रीज इन विड्थ ऑफ द प्लांट. यहाँ पे आप ट्रंक को देख सकते हैं, सी द ट्री ट्रंक, इसका गर्थ बड़ा हुआ है, इसकी विड्थ बड़ी हुई है. तो एक्चुअली दिस टाइप ऑफ ग्रोथ व्हेन प्लांट ग्रोज या फिर when plants grows in width, चौड़ाई में ग्रो करता है, right? So this type of growth is known as secondary growth. This type of growth is known as secondary growth. तो primary growth क्या हुई? When plant grows in length, right? और secondary growth क्या हुई? When plant grows in width और girth, जब उसकी चौड़ाई बढ़ती है. So here actually the meristematic tissue, as we know that they are responsible for the growth of the plant, then obviously, and they have the ability to divide, so obviously when they will divide, then they give rise to new cells, and new cells again will be pushed out just like this. चलिए ऐसे समझ लेते हैं. Suppose this is the meristem. This is the meristem region in which number of meristematic cells are there, right? So these cells will keep on dividing. ये cells divide करती जाएंगी, और when they will keep on dividing, after dividing, what actually they do? They will form a new cells, right? So new cells of the meristematic tissue will be inside in the meristem region, while the old cells will thrown outside. क्या होगा? These cells will be thrown outside, right? So the cells which are pushed out, जो बाहर कर दी गई हैं, इस तरीके की सेल्स को हम कहते हैं डेरिवेटिव सेल्स. Derivative cells, and after some time actually derivative cells do not have ability to divide. ये divide नहीं कर सकती हैं, but the cells which are remain inside the region of meristem, the cell which are remain inside the region of meristem, these are known as initials. These are known as initials, and they have ability to divide. So they will keep on dividing. They will be young throughout the life. ठीक है? So they will keep on dividing throughout the life. So this is how what actually happens. Just see here, number of cells are pushed out. then what will happen? This will increase in size. Again, this region will increase in size. Then what will happen? Again, these cells will divide and the derivative cells will be thrown out. Then result in increase in size. So this is how actually growth occurs. This is how actually growth occurs. Suppose one cell is there, one cell will divide, then two cells will be there, then again two cells will be divided, then four cells, 4 to 8, 8 to 16 and so on. So by dividing these cells, they can grow the size means the length and the width of the plant. So this is how these meristematic cells, these meristematic tissues are responsible for primary and secondary growth of the plant. Let's see a few characteristics of meristematic cells. Let's see the characteristics of meristematic cells. So actually the cells which are present in the meristematic tissue, they are small. They are small in size. They are very small in size. They are they have dense cytoplasm. They have dense cytoplasm, and I think that you all know what is cytoplasm. They have thin cell wall. They have very thin cell wall. They have large nucleus and no vacuole. Vacuole is absent. So just take an idea from this. They are very small in size. They are very small in size. And you know what, why actually these are very small in size? Because it is very easy to divide small cells. If they will be very large and prominent, so there will be some difficulty at the time of division of these cells. That is why these are very small in size, so that they can divide easily. Second thing, they have dense cytoplasm. Cytoplasm which is present inside the cell, that is very dense. So at the time of division of the cell, the cytoplasm can be easily divided into two parts. While if it would be liquid or fluidy in nature, so there must be some difficulty at the time of cell division. Thin cell wall. Obviously, suppose this is the plant, and suppose it has thick cell wall. So at the time of cell division, there will be a difficulty to break this thick cell wall. राइट, डिवीजन के टाइम पे थिक सेल वॉल को ब्रेक करना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल होगा. सो दैट इज व्हाई दे हैव थिन सेल वॉल व्हिच कैन ब्रेक इजीली एंड डिवाइड इनटू द न्यू सेल्स. Right? They have large nucleus. Obviously, they have the large and prominent nucleus, which plays a very important role at the time of cell division, as we have already discussed in our previous lessons. Just like cell, that what is the role of nucleus, chromatin fibers, and all these things we have already studied. So here these cells have large nucleus which play a very important role at the time of cell division. Right? There is no vacuole. Right? किसी भी तरीके के vacuoles नहीं होते. Though we know that plant cell have vacuole, but what is the function of vacuole? Vacuole actually क्या करती है? Osmotic pressure को regulate करती है, rigidity provide कराती है. But there is no need of rigidity in these kind of cells. If these cells will be rigid, so there will be difficulty in division. So that is why there is no vacuoles are present. And one more thing is there, no intercellular spaces are there. ठीक है, इस तरीके के सेल्स में मीन्स मेरिस्टेमेटिक सेल्स में किसी भी तरीके के इंटरसेलुलर स्पेसेस नहीं होते. मीन्स देयर इज नो नोटिसेबल intercellular spaces are present. They are much closely packed because these cells keep on dividing. That is why they always are found in bulk. Right? So these were certain features, characteristic features of meristematic cells, in which these cells are small in size, dense cytoplasm, thin cell wall, large nucleus, no vacuole, and no intercellular spaces. I think now it is very clear to you all. Now you are able to understand what are actually meristematic tissue and what are the characteristics of this. So in the next video we will discuss about the types of meristematic tissue. Thank you.